The overall theme for the meeting is shared norms for a new reality, and one thing that I believe must be normative is collaboration. We face huge global challenges, and I'm particularly focused on issues like food production, sustainable energy for a growing world population. These challenges can only be solved by working together across sectors, geographies, and institutions. And I had the privilege of co-chairing the WEF India Summit in New Delhi this past November. I was encouraged because many participants at the Indian Summit seemed focused on collaborative problem solving. So at the top of my agenda for the annual meeting in Davos will be to encourage everyone to join in the dialogue on the issues with others who are prepared to take action. We all make connections in Davos. The right people will be together. There are big issues facing us, and I hope we all look for opportunities to follow up by focusing on real problems together in a concrete way. Sometime in 2011, the world population will hit 7 billion people, on its way to 9 billion by mid-century. As demand for energy grows with an expanding population, one of the most important responses will be reducing dependence on fossil fuel by developing and introducing a broad range of conservation and alternative energy technologies. Now, some estimates suggest that as many as 3 billion people live in energy poverty, and that's where they lack access to sustainable and affordable modern energy, and that's going to have to change. This past November at the World Economic Forum India Summit in New Delhi, one of the sessions examined how India could develop entrepreneurial opportunities for subsistence farmers so they can go from farming as survival to farming as a sustainable profession. Now, limited opportunities are driving farmers and entrepreneurs out of rural areas. Part of the problem is that many rural populations are off the grid. Power for light, well pumps, refrigeration, and other basic needs is unavailable or intermittent. Now, we know photovoltaics and wind are possible solutions, but they will have to be developed in a way that addresses India's local needs and economic realities. The same scenario will play out in countries of Africa and in other developing economies. There won't be a one-size-fits-all solution. It's going to take collaboration and inclusive innovation. So as a CEO of a science company, I welcome the challenge and the opportunity that comes with it. But it's one more example of how business, government, NGOs, universities, and consumers are going to have to work together to succeed. For business, resilience in a world of constant change comes from staying close to your customers, benchmarking against your competition, and focusing on what you can control, understanding how your markets are changing and what that means for your products and your offerings. Now, business organizations also have to identify what behaviors are going to facilitate rapid and accurate responses to changing conditions. And at DuPont, we're emphasizing 4: speed, flexibility, accountability, and transparency. Now, these behaviors are central to keeping our 208-year-old science company on the leading edge of science and solutions that are most important to our customers in both existing markets and in new markets. Now, by pursuing profitable growth in sustainable ways, we're determined to deliver the innovation necessary to address some of the world's biggest problems. The best forums facilitate productive dialogue across countries, across sectors, and across institutions. The World Economic Forum has emerged as one of them, and at DuPont we want to be in dialogue with our customers, governments, industry groups, and academia. Dialogue helps us understand issues. It helps us gain insights into the problems. But for solutions to emerge, dialogue has to lead to action. The WEF offers the opportunity not only to share the information and build the relationships for the collaboration that are so fundamental to business success, but also to help in that problem solving in the 21st century.